closest thing that you can do on earth to be close to God is to pray. Praying alone with God, He will invite you into His chambers where it's only you and the Heavenly Father. Oftentimes, God is seen as a genie, where we can go to Him at any time for anything we want. Sometimes He answers, sometimes He doesn't. Well, here's a new way to pray, friends. Cease asking God for things. Just spend time in His presence, as it is said in Psalms 62, verse 5. My soul's wait. Important word, that is, wait. Wait for God, for He will show up. Verse 5 says, my soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from Him. We're not expecting anything from anyone else, but only from God. So, do not rush into His presence and then leave. Prayer is not reminding God of some things we might think He has forgotten. We must be persistent in staying in His presence. The silence of the soul is so important. That is when God's voice is best heard. There is a parable in the New Testament found in Luke chapter 18. Luke chapter 18, starting with verse 1, Jesus says that I'm going to give you this parable to teach you that you must always pray and don't give up. So He tells us the story of a widow who's begging this judge to plead her cause, but he doesn't listen to her. She's persistent. And finally he gets aggravated and he says, you know what? Even though I don't care about people, because this woman is so persistent, I'm going to answer her request. That parable is teaching us what God is not. God desires to answer our prayers. Whether if it's for material things that may be best for us, any type of prayers, prayers of thanksgiving, prayer of comfort, God is there listening. He's willing and He does answer. But most of the time we forget that two-way street. As we give our prayers, we forget to listen to God. And so silence of the soul and meditation is very important. So here are some tips on prayer. These I often use in my own prayer life. Number 1, cease asking God for things. Number 2, focus on what and who God desires you to be by listening to Him from His word in nature, in the silence of the soul. Do not rush into His presence and then out of His presence. As it said in Psalm 62, verse 5, to wait. Wait for God, and He will show up. Take care, and God bless.